Hi everybody, I'm DJ Sixsmith. What's going on? Farah Merhi is here with us, brand new book for her. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah, you just flew in, the book tour's happening, like there's a lot going on in your life right now.
Been up since 4 a.m. in the morning, and you know what? Thank you, Starbucks.
Yes, what would we do without Starbucks, right?
I don't know.
I got one right downstairs.
Yeah, with the extra shot.
Hitting it every day. So clearly you're very good at balancing things and very good at getting everything together, because I'm looking through your book and like the beautiful layouts of your interior design. So first of all, just wind me back. How did you get involved in the whole business and what's it been like growing it out? It's
definitely been a very unconventional story, I'll tell you this, but it's been very exciting and such a humbling experience for me. I was actually born and raised in Congo, Africa, and I attended a private American school, came to attend college here in the U.S. Plan was law school, going to political science, and about 3 semesters short of graduating with that degree, I realized it wasn't my passion and it definitely wasn't my calling in life. Right. Anyone would probably just continue and just get your degree, right, and at least then decide what you want to do. I decided to just drop out 3 semesters short of graduating because I felt like I owed it to myself to give myself a chance to really figure myself out and what my passion is in life. My husband and I decided to remodel the main floor in our home, and that is when I had my aha moment, as Oprah says. And I realized, oh my gosh, I've always loved interior design. I've always had a passion for it. I've gotten so many compliments throughout the years, but I always took them as just, friends and families being nice. But this is really my calling, and I can't see myself doing anything other than that. So I launched my page, Inspire Me Home Decor, on Instagram in 2012. That's when it was really, building up that momentum, and people were really interested in the app and the social platform, and I think it was because of the visual aspect of it.
Totally, yeah.
So I launched Inspire Me Home Decor just as a creative outlet and to share my remodel process and to share pictures that inspired me in the aesthetic that I love, which is that glam and elegant look, classic and timeless, but without sacrificing that warm and cozy and inviting feel to a home. And I thought, listen, if I get 500 followers just to keep that engagement going, that would be cool. And here we are, 5.7 million followers later.
Crazy.
It's the most followed account in its category globally, which, it's a pinch me moment every time. Truly, truly grateful for it. I've built up such an amazing community. My community is amazing. And they go to Inspire Me Home Decor to get inspired, to get the tools they need to make their house a beautiful home. But throughout the years, one thing that I realized is I get the same question over and over. Where do I place my furniture? How do I allocate my budget when I'm remodeling? What's the right size rug that I need for a space? And questions as simple as, like, how do you add a pop of color? How do you place a throw blanket on a sofa or on a bed? And so as much as I was trying to answer them on social, it just wasn't effective.
Right.
And I thought a book would be the best way. And so that's how Inspire Your Home came about.
That's awesome. Yeah, you definitely needed the runway to kind of unpack a lot of that, because it's a very complicated question. You kind of have to know the context of that person's house. What do they like? What do they have? Kids? They have dogs? Like, there's a lot of things going on there. So
absolutely.
What were some of the things that you really wanted to spend time on in this book?
I literally spent time on every single room. So what I did is we wanted to map it out so that the homeowner who's buying this, or if you're renting, or whatever the situation is, and really the ultimate goal is to make your house a beautiful home for you to enjoy that reflects your personality and what you love. And so this is why I call it a guide, not a rule book, because I truly believe that when it comes to home decor and your home, there are no rules. There's no right and wrong. It's all about what makes you happy inside. And so I basically walk the reader through every single room, how to decorate it, how to furnish it, how to style it so that it becomes the reflection of what they love, so they can build those memories with families and friends, so they can feel at peace when they walk through those doors at the end of a stressful day, and really feel motivated walking out of those doors at the beginning of a day. Because I really do believe your home is your sanctuary. It's where you relax at the end of the day.
Spend a lot of your time there.
Absolutely.
You want it to be a good situation.
Yeah. So we tackled every room and step-by-step guide through every single room to make it as easy as possible. And then we pulled frequently asked questions that I would get through the years. I also went on Instagram and asked I call them my Insta family. I said, what would you guys like me to answer in this book? And they sent me, we were flooded with questions, and so we pulled through these questions and also answered them in the book.
What do you think some of the biggest misconceptions are about interior design?
I think the misconception is it can be very confusing and very stressful, and I get it. But I think what I tell most people is don't let it overwhelm you, and don't think about everything all at once. Take it step by step. Simplify the process so that it won't stress you out and cause any anxiety. Because what a beautiful thing to be able to decorate and design and style your home to reflect what you love, right? So instead of maybe hating the process, enjoy it by simplifying the process and going step by step and tackling one area at a time so that it becomes something that you love doing rather than resent.
What is the room you get asked about the most?
Oh, I get asked about a lot of rooms, but I think it would be the family room most because that's where a lot of people want to spend time.
Sure.
I think the most asked question I get is how do you decorate a room or furnish a room when you have kids and pets? Because we're always worried about durability and the kids destroying the place. So that is, I think, the most asked question I get.
That's definitely a good one because you want to have stuff that'll last. And like if people are coming over and they have kids too, like you don't want your whole feng shui to be ruined.
No, you definitely don't. And I always say again, same thing. Same concept here. Don't overthink it. And really, it's all about the rules, setting rules. So I have 3 kids. I have a 14-year-old, a teenager. I have an 11-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I've never, ever, had to pull anything out of a room with my kids because I always put rules and I teach them at a young age that this is your home and you have to respect your surroundings. And as they grow older, the typical age where they want to eat in the family room while watching TV or soda or drinks. Nope, that's a rule in our house where everything that has to do with drinks, arts and crafts are all done in the kitchen or in the dining area in the kitchen. And you know what? It's not such a hard rule to have in your home. Yeah. It really does leave everything clean and organized and everything in its place. You won't destroy the furniture. And then your kids, you're also setting boundaries for your kids and you're teaching them at a young age to respect their surroundings and their homes. And I think they'll take that along with them when they grow up and have their own space.
Definitely. So you were mentioning your style before. How long did it take to establish that? And are you the type of person that tinkers with it or are you kind of just remaining the same throughout all these years?
It's all about glam for me, that's for sure. But I think it kind of changes a little bit in terms of, having glam transitional. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of glam modern. Sometimes you'll see a little bit of glam rustic. So it's all about styling it so that it really does reflect what you love. And so sometimes I'll mix and match, but glam is my constant. You'll see a lot of glam touches. And when I say glam, I don't mean like going all out, but it's really just sprinkling it around the room in small accent pieces, like maybe your chandelier or, a couple of throw pillows that have that metallic touches on there, the metallic fabric, velvet. That's how you can infuse some glam, maybe through some of your decorative pieces so that it doesn't have to feel like untouchable or it's a museum. And for me, it's very important for every room to feel cozy and warm because you do want to live in it. Yeah. You want to throw yourself on that sofa after a long day and cuddle up to a throw blanket and either read a book or watch TV. So I say you can absolutely do the two. You can mix those two together, that warm and cozy and livable, and then glam by adding those small touches there to reflect what you love.
Totally. So what are some of the hot items people are focused on this season? It feels like it's always changing, but what are a couple of things that are really big for you right now?
So like decorative or furniture items? I'm seeing a lot of people pay attention to light fixtures nowadays, where before it wasn't that much of a thing. Yeah, it was mainly the furniture, rightfully so, because your furniture is what you sit on, and you need that comfort. But it's amazing what a light fixture will do for a room. It will take it from blah to fabulous.
Yeah, make it pop.
It really will, and it doesn't have to be a crystal chandelier. Any type of light fixture, if you pay a little attention on what you choose and you put in there, it will take it to the next level. So I think that's one. Sofas are always a thing. It's never going to go out of trend paying attention to sofas. But what I love about what's happening now is people are not just choosing, the neutral colors. People are really loving adding like the navy blue. It's almost become like the new black.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Emerald green is a trend right now. I wonder if that's going to stay around. It's definitely a beautiful color. It's a great pop, so we'll see how long that's going to last. But it's a great way to also just have, again, that's your personality in there. Your room should be a reflection of what you love, and so if you love those colors, go for it. A couple years down the road, you can always change it out.
Definitely. So for somebody like you who has a really unique story, you come from outside the country, what fascinates you the most about the obsession that we have in this country in terms of interior design and just making sure you have the best looking house for when people come over?
Yeah, well, you know what? It's funny because, yeah, I was in Congo, Africa, but that's the same mentality there.
Really?
Everybody, yeah. You know, something that I learned from my mom growing up is your home is your castle. No matter how big or small it is your castle. It is you. And it's all about what you put in it and the attention you put in it. And in the book, I always say, you know, love your home, give it some attention, and your home will love you back. It will take care of you. So no matter what, I think wherever you go around the world, your home is a sacred place for people, and it's definitely not just in this country that people really love their homes and love to go all out and make that statement. I think it's all over the world, which is a very interesting thing, and I think that's what we have in common as human beings.
It's nice to have some universal ties like that.
Absolutely, yeah,
no
our homes.
Yeah. No question. Well, Farah, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
Check out her book, Inspire Your Home. A lot of great visuals in there. For Farah, I'm DJ. See you next time here on The Sit Down.